We're out on a spoor at the moment and we've been following that spoor for a little while, and I'm about to hand over to my number 2. So I've been the lead tracker. Now what we do in that circumstance is always make sure that I hand over the spoor, the responsibility for pursuing that spoor, to my number 2 on what we call a confirmed sign. Okay, so it's a conclusive sign or confirmed sign. The semantics of what you define that as is up to you and up to your particular doctrine of tracking. But it's a positive, confirmed piece of sign that says this is the original quarry, this is what we started on, and here it is to confirm that it actually still is the same one. Alright? Everything else in between is what we call substantiating sign, which means it can be a push through, it can be some scuff, it can be some colour change, some transfer, a whole range of other things that indicate the passage of that quarry through the area, but we don't have a clear boot print or a clear footprint of the individual that we're pursuing to make sure that we're 100% certain. That's a very daunting place to be for a tracker because there's a lot of pressure on you as a tracker. The tracker's always got this overburden of responsibility. Everyone's going, oh God, is he actually following emus or does he actually know what he's doing? So the way the tracker confirms to everyone else that he knows what he's doing is by pointing out confirmed or conclusive sign. Let's have a look at 2 examples of both conclusive sign and the substantiating sign and put them into context for you. So here's the spoor that we've been pursuing to date. Now the clearest thing will probably show up on camera, what we call top sign. Some people may know it as aerial sign, and it's this freshly broken bit of lantana here. We've got some push through direction indicators down here, and it's a bit more further up along the spoor. You can probably just detect it if we move up along it. This is all pushing in this general direction, and this follows, most importantly, the context of the track or the spoor that we've been on to date. It's not a random piece of push through from wildlife. It matches from our start point all the other conclusive sign that we've met and encountered to date, and it's still in the same context of that particular story. If it was completely random, I need to reassess it. Okay, and that's an important part about substantiating sign. Substantiating sign could be, possibly isn't, the quarry, but in the context of the entire track that we've been on, it should make logical sense, and if it doesn't, something's gone astray. So just up here, you've got a little bit of scuff as transition from one medium, i.e. a grassy area, to a flat area, and this here is what we call a natural track chap. So it's going to hold impression for us very well. And there's our first bit there. That's still substantiating sign. However, if we push a bit further forward, and as I'm about to hand over to my trusty number 2, I've got here a nice clear heel cup, judged in age to be the right time frame for the quarry we've been pursuing. And this is where I'm more confident to hand over now and say this is my conclusive sign. That's the substantiating sign I've been on. There's your man, let's keep going. Now we can measure this in terms of the information we originally recorded on our track sketches, and that should all match up. So even though we've only got a partial boot print, we've still got a very substantiated piece of evidence that says this is the same quarry that we originally intended to follow. So there you have it, guys. That is conclusive or confirmed and substantiating sign, the difference between the 2 terms and why they are an important concept for a tracker of any level to get their head around. Remember, we always hand over if we're going to take responsibility off our shoulders and put it on the back of our mate. We hand over on conclusive sign. So he's not tracking fairies, and he's got something tangible to work from that complies with the original evidence that we collected at the start. Hope that's of use to you. See you on the trail.